guys, remove this, remove this. So let's say I will create a int two-dimensional array of x, new of int, let's say 3, 4. Correct? Okay. So boss 3 row, 4 columns. Now here guys, let's say I will add some data x of 0, 1 equals to 25. Okay. Or else let's say 2. Here I'll give, let's say 6. Here I'll give 5. Something like this. So let's say 1, 2, 2, 0. Something like this. Okay. Rest of the cell will have default value as 0. Okay. Now guys, if I want to do random fetching, so random fetching is, let's say x of, I want, is everyone clear now? Is it working? Fine. Now guys, now in this, if let's say I want a length of array, okay, so here I want length of array, so I will give x here, let's say length is x dot length. What will be the output? What is the length of array? 3 row, 4 column means 12 items will be there. Am I right? So length will be 12. Huh? Error. Huh? 12. Tell me, in a single dimensional, it is perfectly fine. Number of data present, that is become length. But in a two-dimensional array, how it is working? So guys, so always remember, in a two-dimensional array or in any side, length always count as number of rows. Number of rows present, that will become a length. So now guys, observe here 3. So what is, how many number of rows? 3. So 3. Now let's say you want, boss, length of first row. Are you getting my point? Okay. Now what I want? Length of first row. Tell me, in a first row, how many number are there? 4, na? Correct. In every row, how many number? 4. So in first row, how many number? 4. So I will identify x of 0 was, this is your first row, and now give me length. Is everyone understood? Okay. So now what will be the output? How many clear on this? Not down. Done. Online people. Okay. So guys, now let's understand how we will fetch complete data from two-dimensional array. Okay. Again, we have two choices. First, for loop. Second, for each. Okay. First, let's discuss for loop. So here, guys, observe. I'll remove this now. Remove, and let's say fetch complete data by for loop. Now see how this for loop is made here. For int I equals to 0. So first we have to deal with a row. So I lesser than x dot length I plus plus. Then in every row, how many number will be there? 0, j lesser than x of I dot length, because in every row how many number are there, and then I take j plus plus. Now system dot out dot print x of I j. Okay. After that we will give one space and here one blank statement. Is it clear? See, fetching complete data by using what? For. How many clear on this? Confirm. Online people. Okay. Now, guys, what is the next move now? Fetch complete data by using for each. So, guys, how for each is working? Okay. Now, see, I'll just copy this. 2 minutes. Or else this part you copied, no? Huh? Okay. So, delete. Now see, this is our array. Okay. This is our array. Normally in a for each, what we need to give? For. From where you want to fetch? From x. This array is pointed by whom? X. What type of data is coming? Int. And we will give what? I. Okay. And then open curly brace, close curly brace. If you give like this, you will get compile time error. See, for int I coming from x. Are you getting compile time error? Yes. Why? Because whenever guys, okay, here, whenever you are going to the x, it will reach to x, get what? First row, it will give you entire first row. It will give you what? Entire first row. Now tell me, is it possible 4 values store in one reference? No. So who can hold 4 values? One variable or one array? One array. That's the reason, guys. Here, okay, that's the reason here what we have to give was for every int array I coming from x. Okay. Now guys, here then we have to fetch the data from I. Okay. Finally, here SOP ln of J SOP. P, and after that okay. Now see how this fellow is working. Okay, so first it will reach and capture what? First row. That first row stored in int array of I. So it is single dimensional array. So this is single dimensional array. Who is pointing? I. And what is the value? 0 or whatever I am giving. Correct. So here what values I am giving? 0, 1 is 2, 0, 1 is 2, 1, 2 is 6, 2, 0 is 5. Okay. So here what is my data now? 0, 2, 0 and then 0. Now tell me, you want to fetch data from I array or not? So that is the reason I fetch j. Now how many values is coming? Only one value. So able to store in one reference and then print j come. Once entire data fetching is done, then X will capture what? Next row. So this array will be gone and I will point it to new array with the data as what? 0, 0, 6, 0. This reference gone. I pointed here. How many clear on this? This is how for each is working. Okay. So observe this. Here we have to give what? Array and now int j coming from I system dot out dot print j space blank. So now which is better, for each or for loop? Huh? Now which is better? For loop. Okay. Depends on your wish. Okay. End of the day, result matters. Okay. I told you, I showed you both the approach. Is everyone clear on this? Confirm? Note down this. Guys, done with the copy? Here, everyone. Done. Okay. So, guys, now this is all about two-dimensional array with new keywords. Now, similarly, two-dimensional array without a new keyword, how we will make? Okay. So, now observe here, guys. I'll just remove this. Okay. I'll remove this. Now, we are going to deal with what? 2D array without new keyword. So, how we will make this? You know, guys, without new keyword means no need to mention size, no need to mention column or row or something. At the time of declaration, we have to give the value. Okay. So, now here, first we will give curly brace and then we will give what? Inner curly brace. That's it. This is two-dimensional array. So let's say my first array is 10, comma 20, comma 30. Then I have one more. Okay. Let's say 11, comma 22, comma 33, comma 44, comma 55. Okay. Let's say I have one more, only 25. Possible, na? So, this is nothing but two-dimensional array. And if we are fetching the data, rest of the thing is same. Is it working? Now, obviously, this is without new, so default value concept is not there. Whatever value you will give, that value will be there. Is everyone clear on this? Confirm. Okay. Now, guys, pay attention on one part. Just observe it carefully. Can I say this is separate array? This is separate array. This is separate array. Same thing here. This is separate array. This is separate array. This is separate array. Every row is a separate array. So guys, indirectly, can I say array inside another array? Yes or no? Two dimension means what you are doing? One array, you are keeping it another array. This concept is called as jagged array. This concept is called as what? Jagged array. So every 2D array is considered as what? Jagged array. Okay. So what is the meaning of jagged array? Array inside another array is called as what? Jagged array. Is everyone clear? Huh? Any confusion? Note on this. Done. Online people. Okay. So now, guys, one task I want to give you. You tell me, can you do that? Just like we are doing two-dimensional primitive array with a new without new. Can you make two-dimensional non-primitive array with a new without new? Where is the change? Instead of things, you have to add what? String or object. Say river, student, or employee. Instead of that, you just need to keep what? Objects. Rest of the things, everything is same. Okay. So, online people. Okay. So, can you try this on your own? Okay. Non-primitive array with a new, without new, two-dimensional. Note down this. Okay. Non-primitive, two-dimensional array. What do you written? Non-primitive two-dimensional array with a new, without new. Assignment. With a new, without new. Hmm? Hmm. So, now guys, this is total whole and soul end of what? Array. Now, we can, as I told you, in an array, theory is very less. If you remember, theory we finish in that half an hour only. Rest everything is practical. Now, guys, we will move on for programming. Okay, we will move on for programming. Okay, so in an array, guys, there are many kinds of programs are there which anyone can ask. Okay, to check how much good are you in your logics. Okay, so let's take one program. So write a program to write a program to what? Reverse a array. Okay, so let's say I have a array int array of x equals to I have 10 comma 20 comma 30 comma 40 comma 50. So now if I want to reverse this array, means what I want? 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. Am I right? Okay. So guys, now see how we will reverse it. Okay. First thing, natural fetching we can do from 0 to 4 because 5 is there, na? Length minus 1. If I want reverse, then what you need to do? From length minus 1 till 0. So we will get for int I equals to x dot length minus 1 I greater than or equals to 0 I minus minus. Okay, we will get. And now guys, we can happily print x of I. Is it working? Okay. But now, this is not the requirement. Here, you are reversing the array or you are just printing the array in reverse order? Reverse order. There is the array. So now we will create separate array, guys, in, let's say, reverse array, REVARR, reverse array. Now tell me, original array and reverse array length will be same or different? Huh? Same. So new of int x dot length. Whatever the size original array is having, exactly same reverse array is having. So now can I say reverse array is empty? Nothing is there. So boss, instead of printing this, I will take one variable count equals to 0. So here I will say reverse array of count equals to x of I. Okay. And for next transaction, I'll make count plus plus. How it is working? See, guys, what is the value of count now? Huh? Here it is. Here it is not coming. Interesting. Leave it. So now guys, observe. Let me take this code to paint. Now say here, what is the value of count? 0. What is the value of I? 4. So fourth position value will go in which position? 0. See, fourth position value goes in 0. After this, count become 1. I minus minus 3. Third position goes in 1. Then again count plus plus 2. I become 2. So 2 position value goes in 2. Again count plus plus 3. Here I minus minus. So what? 1. So 1 position value goes in 3. Again count plus plus. So here 4 and here 0. 0 position value goes in 4. So can I say array got reverse? Always remember guys, you are doing programming on array. You have to have command. You must have a command on indexes. All drama takes place on the basis of what? Index. Now see, once this part is done, now I will see, let's say, guys, original array for every int I coming from X. Okay. Print what? I. And now I'll print what? Reverse array. So here reverse array is, instead of this, fetch it from REVARR. See, is it working? I guess we have to give one blank SOPL. Is it okay? See, original array 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Reverse array 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. How many clear on this? Note down. Program to reverse a array. So guys, now clear with this, all of you? Now how to reverse the array, this part is done. Now take some few programs as assignment. Okay, so online people, you also note down. First program, write a program to check, write a program to check a particular number exists in a array or not. Particular number exists in an array or not. So guys, see, listen, pay attention here. Done with the copy? Exist in an array or not. So what you need to do, take some array. No, take some array. And in that array, if let's say you add some numbers, I want to search, hey boss, this number present or not. So what should be my output? If present, then I should get number is present. Not present, then I should get number is not present. Am I clear? Take second assignment. Write a program to find occurrence of every number present in array. Occurrence of every number present in array. Is everyone clear? Now, here what you need to take an array with a duplicate value. Otherwise, occurrence, sir, I'll take 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Every number present one time only. Take an array which having some duplicates, and in that I want how many number exist, how many time, occurrence of every number. Is my part clear? Take third. Take third. Write a program. Write a program to sort a array. Sort a array. Write a program to sort a array. Now, I hope you guys aware what is the meaning of sort. Sort means sorting. So take a array with a random data, like let's say 56, 89, 12, 34, something. But I want output in what? Sorted manner. Okay, ascending sorting. Ascending sorting. Is my point clear? Confirm? Okay. So, guys, online people, show me this assignment tomorrow. Okay. Once in the morning, you have to drop your answers in a WhatsApp group. Okay. Rest of the part we will continue tomorrow. Okay. Fine. See you guys tomorrow.